Hi, this is Raj from Sportscars. In this video I'm going to be exploring three different body formats of the 997.2 Porsche 911s. Now I happen to have probably my biggest selection I've had in the 10 years that we've been trading of just 997.2s, and I don't normally like to focus on one particular era in terms of stocking, but it's getting harder and harder to find these cars. It's getting harder and harder to find them with really nice specs, really nice histories in the best colours. So when I get offered them from private owners, maybe like yourself, who've got a Porsche sitting in the garage, I always snap them up if they are exactly what I'm looking for in terms of the high quality stock that we purely focus on. So that is with the right provenance, with the right options, with the right color combinations and wheels. So I've got a Cabriolet here. This is 2009. Then I've got a 2011 Targa 4. So that is a Carrera 2S. So that's the rear wheel drive 3.8 litre flat six, 385 horsepower, narrow body. This is the Targa 4. So this is four wheel drive. It's got the 3.6 litre DFI with 345 horsepower. 288 foot-pounds of torque. It's the wide body, so it's 4.4 centimetres wider at the back. So the rear wings pretty much line up with those mirrors there. Whereas on the narrow bodies, there is about 2 centimetre narrower rear arches there. So it does make a difference to the look. You see that it does stick out quite a bit there compared to the two coupes I've got here, which again are a great contrast because basically that's Guards Red, that's Basalt Black, this is Paint Sample Atlas Grey, this is Aqua Blue Metallic. But these two are a great contrast because that is a 3.6 Carrera Coupe, that is a 3.8 litre Carrera S. Basically, I mean, this has been spec from the factory like this. This is as wacky as you can sort of get in terms of options and things. And it's also the 3.8, both a narrow body, but you can see just how different you could make these look. I mean, this is Basalt Black Metallic with Guards Red detailing from the factory. This is Guards Red itself. So you can see this color basically is plastered on this car, but in different parts, and it really changes how it looks. This car has also not got PASM, so it's 1 centimeter or 10 mil higher than this car here. Both have got standard suspension. This has got the PASM suspension, which is fitted as standard on S models. So this car has got PASM as a result. That car's got PASM as a result as standard. So basically all S's have PASM, or they might have had the sport suspension, which is 10 millimeters lower, but it's non-switchable. This car doesn't have PASM, so it should be the same height in terms of the wheels as this one here. Now, as standard, S models came with 19-inch wheels, but it just so happens that both of these non-S's, so this Targa 4 and this Carrera, were optioned with 19-inch wheels. So all of these have the same size wheels in terms of the diameter, but the widths are different as well. So the rears are either 11s or 11.5. These are half an inch wider than all the other sets. So I think these are 9 and 11.5 from memory. So these have a better offset, but this car's also got wheel spaces. And this car's got quite big wheel spaces. So I think they're 14 mil at the back and 5 mil at the front. This one's got 5 mil at the front, 5 mil at the rear. So this makes the offset of this car very pleasing to the eye. This is even more aggressive, so they almost stick out, but they're right on the cusp. Whereas this car hasn't got any wheel spaces, so the wheels do sit slightly in the wheel arches. It does make a slight difference to the overall look. But with the coupes, so this has got the factory Aerokit cut package. So this is a revised front bumper with different intakes in it, with that red accent there as well as another option. But then it has this lower splitter as well, which is very low. It sticks out further compared to the standard bumper, which is on all the other cars. And these 997.2s all had facelift front bumpers with daylight running lights in this section here. including this Aerokit Cup package car just there. And the Aerokit Cup package also included this lovely fixed twin pane rear spoiler with different air intakes. A very special thing, and it makes it look basically like a GT3. And this car is, as I said, as wacky as you could sort of go in terms of having some really nice options like carbon trims everywhere, painted centre tunnel, carbon on the PDK selector, on the handbrake, Alcantara sport design steering wheel, Bose, obviously heated seats. It has the optional sport seats there with the hardbacks on them. Just open that, so there we go. So they've got the optional hardbacks on them, so wider bolsters here, top and bottom. So really nice red belts as well, so a really nice place to be. And also on the outside it's got all of that styling addendum as well, which really does, as I said, make it look like a GT3 to most people, but at a fraction of the cost. And they do handle fantastic. Even the 3.6 Carreras, fantastic handling cars. All 4 of these cars have got the 7-speed PDK, which I really do recommend that you try. Even if you are stubbornly wanting a manual, there's so few manuals of these. In my opinion, it's worth just getting a PDK because they're so usable in all situations. They can be very sporty as well, especially with the sport design steering wheel that was in that Carrera S factory Aerokit. It's also in this car here, but with a leather rim. And then these are the standard comfort seats, which have got narrow bolsters, but they're still very supportive because they have got these big side sections there, and the backs are in leather rather than that plastic. Now, obviously, the thing that makes this car very different is the roof. It is actually, the Targas were based on the convertible body with this roof structure put on, and it means you've got this rear hatch, which is totally unique to the Targa, and it meant you could actually access that area there, which in the coupe is very difficult to get to. It still has that space there. In fact, it's slightly smaller because this has got the Bose system, so it has it doesn't have the step behind the seats. It's got a Bose subwoofer in the back there. If I just show you that by folding down the seat. So there is the Bose subwoofer. So if a car's got Bose, it will have that subwoofer. It won't have a step in the back there. This car hasn't got Bose, so that's the difference. So this coupe here hasn't got Bose. So I hope you don't mind me just rambling on about these cars, but I think it's such a unique opportunity to have all 4 with differing options. And you may be wondering, well, I want one of these cars. I really like how they look, how they sound, but which is best for me? Because basically they're all in the same price range now. The Targas tend to be worth a bit more because they are rarer than any other variant. The Cabriolet seem to be worth less than the coupes, and then PDKs tend to be worth less than manuals. That's all things being equal. Obviously then options, rarity of colour play a big role, and we are seeing that the market for these cars is exceptionally strong now in terms of people wanting one of these in their garage because they're the last era with naturally aspirated engines and also the hydraulic steering, which is way and above the most feelsome behind the wheel. You do feel the road talking to you through that compared to the slightly more detached electric steering that was introduced in the 991.1s. 991.1s are fantastic. They're more GT aimed because they've got 10 centimetre longer wheelbase in all of these cars. They're 4 centimetres longer in total, and they're wider at the front end, so they do feel a bit more imposing on the road, but you've got a bigger cabin. There's a little bit more room in the back. There's more width as well in the front, so you do feel it's a bit more airy, a bit more comfortable on a longer drive, but you do lose that steering feel of these cars, and the pointiness. The wheelbase does make a huge difference to how these cars handle, but you do have the added benefit that they do carry over these engines. So the 3.8 litre in this with the PDK box is available in the 991.1, so they both sound fantastic, whether they've got a sports exhaust or not. So 3 of these cars haven't got the sports exhaust. They all sound great. This one's got the sports exhaust and then also a centre silencer delete from Hayward and Scott, which makes this car sound ferocious, especially when you switch the switchable sports exhaust on. All the others still sound really great. Now, as standard on a 3.6, you got these ovals, but you could spec, and this car also has got the ovals, but if you spec'd the 3.6 with the sports exhaust, then you would get these twin barrels with this 2-piece pipe with a surround. Again, same outlet in the bumper, so they are interchangeable. And then the standard exhaust on an S came with stainless steel polished quad exhaust system outlets. Again, these can be interchanged because you've got, this is exactly the same, it's just the tailpipe finishes which are different. So that can change the look quite a bit, as well as the wheels. Obviously, these are one of my favourite styles. I think they're all of these styles are made by BBS, and this I think looks the most modern. But I do also like these, which are the Carrera Coupe. So they're the Carrera S wheels, Mark II. These are Carrera Sport wheels, which also are available on 997.1s. And then you've got the 19-inch Sport Design wheels, which are these ones. And then you've got the Carrera Sport wheels, which were also available on the 997.1. And then there's different colour combinations. So this from the factory came with diamond cut edge with red. You could have them all silver. You could have black here, diamond cut edge. You could have them all silver. Likewise, these you could have in black. You could have them with a diamond cut edge. You could have them in body colour. The list just goes on in terms of the customizability from new. And then obviously after the fact, you can refurb them in any style you want now. But the crucial thing, I think, is to keep the standard style wheels, standard sizes, because otherwise they look a bit over-wheeled. If you put 20-inch wheels on a 997.2, they do tend to look a bit crazy, unless you've properly adjusted the suspension so they sit really nicely in the wheel arches. But I would say it's safe to just stick. So say if you found a car, had sport designs, but you didn't like the fussiness of sport designs, you wanted something cleaner, like a more classic looking, like these Carrera classic wheels, then find a set of these and fit them onto that, because they're all interchangeable. They all have the same hub measurements. The only difference is whether it's a wide body or a narrow body. So the wide body wheels have a different offset to the narrow body. So if you're buying these wheels for this car, they wouldn't fit as well. It's best to find another 2-wheel drive narrow body that has Carrera Classics. But you can always check the offsets, which are printed on the backs of the wheels, on the backs of the spokes, if they're genuine wheels. In terms of lights, they all have bi-xenon lights. There was the option for directional bi-xenon lights, which none of these have. They just have the standard lights, which are very bright, just as bright as the directional ones. And then in terms of other options, so both of these have got red seat belts. Both have body coloured centre tunnel. So as I showed you, this one has the basalt black. This one has it in guards red, which is a really nice contrast. Really lights up the interior. You could also get coloured dials. So this has got red Sport Chrono stopwatch and also red dials there. So let me just show you that. So it's got the full set, the 5 dials, all in guards red to match the paintwork. Whereas this car here has got all black dials and black Sport Chrono, but with the sport design steering wheel. All of the kick plates are also personalised with the particular model, which is a really nice feature of these cars. And this one has got, S's came with silver dials as standard. So there is the silver dials and the silver Sport Chrono. So there are subtleties that give you hints as to what the car is, but also if you see something different, quite often it's worth looking up the spec list and seeing, has that been fitted from factory or is it a modification? I think these cars look great on particularly 19-inch wheels, any of the styles really. I mean, my personal favourite, as I said, is those Carrera S Smart 2 wheels, but all of them are fantastic. But in terms of purity of drive, the coupes obviously have it. Whether it's a 3.6 or a 3.8, they are all fantastic handling cars, lots of performance. So 345 horsepower versus 385. This will still do 60 in under 5 seconds. This will do it 4.2-ish, 4.3. The Targas are beautiful because they've got that lovely chrome strip, that extra practicality, that also obviously the rarity factor plays a big role in that. But equally, the rarity factor of this car being spec'd as it is plays a factor in its value as well. And then you've got the beautiful Cabriolet, which also has, I've got it out here, but I haven't put it in the car right now, but it's got a wind deflector which fits across here. So it makes it very comfortable at speed on the motorway with the roof down, which is what you want to do if you've got a convertible, is get the roof down all the time. The one thing I would say that is a big negative in terms of usability on the Cabriolet is those seats are not very comfortable at all for rear passengers for any length of time because they are vertical, even slightly tilted forwards, and that's because you've got the full roof mechanism there in front of the whole engine bay. Whereas in the Targa and the Coupe, the seats are a much more natural angle. There's a little bit more space, so it's much easier for young kids and young adults and smaller people to be in there very comfortably. And I'll show you the coupes as well. The Coupe and the Targa should be exactly the same interior dimensions for the seats. So yeah, hope you have found this whistle stop guide to the Targa, Coupe and Cabriolet 997.2s useful. If you have any questions about the 997.2s in particular, please don't hesitate to comment below. Please do like and subscribe, and thank you for watching my video about the beautiful 997.2 Porsche.